Good morning, Year 3. It's Wednesday's reading session. Today we're going to continue to look at the lizard, the bearded dragon text, looking at the pet care of this animal. And our objective is, can I answer retrieval questions from an information text? So a retrieval question, do we know what retrieve means? Have you heard that word before? Retrieve. Maybe you thought of a golden retriever, one of these dogs that you can have. I used to have a golden retriever. A retriever would be somebody who retrieved something. So the golden retriever is always known to be good at retrieving the ball, going to collect things and bringing it back. To retrieve is to collect something, information, a ball, anything, to collect it and bring it back, or to extract it from somewhere. To collect it from somewhere and bring it out of something. So we're going to retrieve the information from the text. We're going to pull out the information that we need from the text to answer the questions. So we're still using the same text. Let's have a look at the beginning here. So this is a slightly different version to your version. So I'm going to use this one to answer these two questions. It says, why are bearded dragons called this? That's my first question. I'm going to read the question. Why are bearded dragons called this? I'll give you a couple of moments to read through this paragraph. These paragraphs. Okay, pause if you need to carry on reading it. If not, then we will move on. And we're going to find out the answer to this question. So I'm going to read the first part and see if I'm looking for something related to its name. So it says, the key word here was called. Why is it called this? So let's highlight this. So I'm looking at why it's named something. So it's name, all the keywords linked to called. It's name, why it's named. Let's have a look. So the first line says, bearded dragons are lizards. They are also known as beardies and are one of the most popular lizards in captivity in the UK. Can you find the part that tells us what they're also called? Yes, they're also known as beardies. It doesn't quite tell me why though. My thing here says, why are the bearded dragons called this? So let's move on. Their name comes from the spiky folds of skin around their neck, which inflate and turn black when they're excited or need to defend themselves. Their name. So I talked about the keywords. We talked called. Keyword was name. I found name here. Their name comes from. You read the sentence again. Can you tell me why they're called bearded dragons? Okay, so if you read on then, it says there's spiky folds of skin around their neck, which inflate and turn black. So I suppose if you think about a beard, that's like extra hair, isn't it, around your chin and neck area. And so a lot of times beards can be black. So I suppose there's the link there to the colour as well. So we need to use this information here that we have retrieved to form our answer. Let's have a look. Okay, so why are bearded dragons called this? Bearded dragons let's have a look. What we're going to use the word name. Why are bearded dragons called this? Bearded dragons are named this because, it's a why question, so I need because. Because, can you finish a sentence? I would put it has, I'm going to retrieve it directly from the text, it has spiky folds of skin around its neck because it has spiky folds of skin around its neck. Okay, let's have a look. Question, why are bearded dragons called this? Bearded dragons are named this because it has, or they have, in fact, because I've got bearded dragons. So let me just change that grammatically, because they have, bearded dragons are named this because they have spiky folded skin around, would be its neck, would it? It would be their neck. Okay. Do I answer the question? I could probably put a little bit about being black as well, but I think that's an answer for the moment. Next question, why do bearded dragons need a large vivarium? So last time we were looking at the text, we talked about the vivarium being their habitat, where they lived. So that's linked to the word environment. So instantly I go straight back to the subheading that says environment. Why do they need a large vivarium? Okay, let's read the text. Bearded dragons must be kept in a large glass enclosure called a vivarium. It needs to be 120 centimetres long and 60 centimetres high for one dragon. Beardies can grow up to 45 centimetres long and need room to move around and stretch out. Why do they need a long, large vivarium? Can you answer the question? Can you retrieve the information from the text? Okay, so we're going to retrieve the information and we're going to find that why is it that they need a large area? So we talked about how large it's going to be for one dragon. And the next one says beardies can grow up to 45 centimetres long. That's quite key, how long they are, and need room to move around and stretch out. Here is our reasoning, isn't it? This tells me why I need a large area for the animal. So there's my retrieval of the information. Now I'm going to use that to form my answer. Why do bearded dragons need a large vivarium? They need a large vivarium. So what do they need to be able to do? Can you finish the sentence? They need a large vivarium so that they are able to move around and stretch out. Why do bearded dragons need a large vivarium? They need a large vivarium so that they are able to move around and stretch out. You could have put a bit of information there about how long they were as well, because of how long they are. They need to be able to move around and stretch out. Okay. Core and extension time today then are answering the differentiated retrieval type questions using the text to help you find the answers, exactly how I've modelled today. Simplified version, there's an easier text for you to read and answer the multiple choice questions after finding the answer in the text. So there is multiple choice answers for you to choose the correct answer from today. Okay, thank you very much, Year 3. We'll move on to a different form of, or a variety of forms of questions to answer tomorrow as our 4th lesson of the week. Thank you, Year 3.